With this, we're now officially over halfway through my preview season. I've worked out there's only 24 anime I'm previewing this season. The first 3 episodes have done 12. I've got 3 more previews coming, including this one, to do the other 12, which I'm doing. For some shows I'm skipping for various reasons, one of which I really want to preview is Pondamichi, but it's not streaming officially anywhere yet, so boo. But you know what I am previewing? The 4 shows with a thumbnail. If you want to see what they are, just look up or wait for the rest of this episode, and you'll hear what I think of them. And let me know in the comments as well, because this is a 2024 winter anime preview from a different perspective. First up today, we have A Sign of Affection, a romance anime that I had absolutely no idea about going into it, as is the case with a lot of anime which I watch these days. I knew it was kind of like a romance anime, but didn't know what the whole premise was until I started watching it, and became clear that the name of the anime is almost like a pun, A Sign of Affection. See, our main character Yuki is deaf, and suddenly the whole premise of the anime drops into place. We have a cute, sweet deaf girl experiencing her first love as she's rescued on a train with some foreigner trying to talk to her and her not being able to respond and him not able to understand that she is deaf and can't understand what he's saying, not because she doesn't speak English, but because she can't hear what he's saying. Her hero comes and saves the day. She later on finds that his name is Itsuomi, he is a classmate of a friend of hers, and this is going to be that type of anime. Now so far, the anime is following most of the expected traditions of this type of anime. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, romance happens. But it's the way that the anime portrays Yuki's impairment that really has me hooked. It's not the first time an anime has taken on the reins of a person with... It's not the first time an anime has taken on the reins of a character with a hearing impairment. A Silent Voice famously did that to huge success. But it's the first time I've seen it properly in a standard TV anime, and the way it's portrayed here, I kinda like it. It's gonna be interesting experiencing the world through Yuki's experiences, and I'm for one, I'm definitely in for more of it. You can find A Sign of Affection airing over at Crunchyroll. Next up today, we have 7th Time Loop. The Villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. And for once, it isn't an isekai show. It's an anime where the main character gets revived and has to redo her life, this time for the 7th time. Our main character Risha is a duke's daughter who is effectively left at the altar. She is disowned and dropped by her fiancé, who outs her as being not a very nice person, and that ruined her life in the first run through. Later run through, she's gone through loads of different scenarios. She's been a merchant, she's been a soldier, a knight, doctor, whatever she wants to be. She's experiencing life differently each time, but each time something stops her at the end of it. A war happens and something kills her. Unfortunately on this, her 7th outing, her escape from a castle is kind of halted when she runs into the prince of another nation, the guy who killed her on her last outing. And kind of worried about it, she tries to run away and escapes, only to be collared by him much later on. It seems with her exploits of trying to escape him, she's kind of attracted his attention. Not only does he chase her down, but also proposes to her and invites her to be his princess. So this is going to be our Villainess character, enjoying a carefree life as the wife of the guy who previously killed her. That's not a sign of trouble at all, is it? It looks like it's going to be a pretty cute and fun anime. There's plenty here for me to sink my teeth into. The main character Risha is an interesting and fun character. She's got a lot of life experience. Oh, sorry, that should be really a lot of lives experience, because it comes from multiple lives, not just a single life. And how's that going to play into her skills now? I'm definitely going to be sticking around and watching this one. It's a Villainess anime, main character's cute, it's got a hook which will draw me in. You can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. From the sublime to the downright ridiculous in Mr. Villain's Day Off, we're introduced to our main character, Mr. Villain, a general of an evil organisation destined to destroy the world one step at a time. Unfortunately, it's his day off, as he's doing what he does best, what he wants to do best, visiting the zoo, trying to find all the cute pandas he wants to see. He runs into a hero who has absolutely zero sense of direction, and kind of helps the hero get where he's going. The hero recognises him, the villain recognises him, but they don't have a conflict, basically because it's Mr. Villain's day off. Mr. Villain's a nice guy, after all. So this is going to be a naturist comedy. It's going to be very much hero-villain comedy on their day off, not really taking things seriously. The heroes are going to be all heroic, the villain is going to be, I'm not going to fight you, it's my day off. And watching as the villain guy is actually a really, really sweet guy who just likes cute things. He still plans on destroying the world, he's just going to make sure the cute things survive until the end. I don't know what I've got to say other than that really. The premise of this one is very straightforward. If you want a cute, fun anime to watch which isn't going to take a huge amount of brain power, Mr. Villain's Day Off definitely gets a recommendation. I'm not going to fully recommend it since it has no real meat into it, but you can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. Finally today you have Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable, an anime about a Tokyo guy who ends up having to go and live in the boonies and ends up meeting up with some very, very attractive high school girls. And wouldn't you know it, he ends up in their class as well. These high school girls were super popular, a gal type. He's a super nerdy geek. But of course, with him being from Tokyo, he's their dream catch. And so our main girl definitely clasps onto him very, very hard, and probably makes him just about as much as well. But what makes the anime interesting is, even though they are coming on to him very strong, they are still very sweet and adorable. There's a real cute romance thing going on there, despite how they look. And whilst the gal type does have that stereotypical feeling about them, where their promiscuity is a little bit suspect a lot of the time, a lot of anime like this generally likes to bend our tropes and our thoughts about things like this. With this being episode 1, we've only really met two main characters. We've met our main guy, Tsubasa, and the main blonde girl, Minami, who is as energetic and gal-like as you can imagine. She dresses with short skirts and breast-bouncing boobily, everything she can do to make Tsubasa blush profusely. Despite the weather, of course, this being Hokkaido, the weather isn't exactly sunshine and daisies. If anything, it's more snow buddies and snow. And more snow, because it's cold. How she doesn't die of chill, I've no idea. But I suppose if she's been brought up in this kind of weather, she knows what the weather's like and she's got used to it. With this, of course, being a romantic comedy style anime, and it also looks almost like a harem anime at times as well, this is definitely not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But I'm definitely going to be sticking around for at least one or two more episodes of this one. It looks cute, it's my style of anime, and I want to see where it goes. Hopefully, not terrible places, that's for certain. If you do want to watch these Hokkaido girls being super adorable, you can find them airing over at Crunchyroll. That was A Sign of Affection, 7th Time Loop, the Villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy, Mr. Villain's Day Off, and Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable. 4 very different shows, but 4 shows I did quite enjoy. But what about you? Let me know in the comments and join me next time as I look at the next 4 shows. Until then, bye bye.